Hi students, today we are going to study the nervous systems, the coordination. It is in your O-level subject, right? Okay, here the screen. Now the coordination and homeostasis in human, right? Coordination. What is coordination, right? You mean, what is coordination mean, right? We have so many systems, right? Digestion system, respiratory systems, renal system, then circulatory system, and skeletal system, muscle system. So many systems in our body. So which are depend on each of them. Examples, if we miss to eat something, what happen? The fuel as a food, if it is not available in our body, what happen? The energy can't produce. So the metabolic activities depend on the fuels of that. The fuel mean that food, right? Therefore, if we have some problem in our digestive systems, all of other functions which are going to corruption. Therefore, what happened? Each system must be coordinated, right? So the coordinator as a brain, right? Brain as a coordinator, he is managing the heartbeat, rate of heartbeat and rate of respirations, some of the biological activities which are going to coordinating by the nervous systems, and another system also there, but mainly that is nervous systems functioning for our coordination, right? Here, sometime you know that the coordination and homostatics. Do you remember taking away your leg when a thorn, right? When a thorn pricks your foot, this action has been taken place as living beings have the ability to respond to stimuli coming from external and internal environment. This is known irritability. Say examples, say as a food, right? Say say as a food, leg, right? In the leg, what happened? The thorn. When a thorn, if this is the thorn, right? This is thorn. When it's pricks here, this is food, right? What happened? Suddenly your food is going to take out from the incident, right? Suddenly your food which is take out from the incident. So it may be thorn is there or sometime fallen down, but anyway this action is happened. So irritability means something irritated your skin or food. So now we can understand what is when a thorn pricks your food, this action has taken place. Living beings have ability to respond to stimuli come from external or internal environment. Sometimes if we have some problem in our digestion systems, or internal mean in our digestion systems, or the respiration, sometimes say the respiratory systems, right? Say some dust which are going to move through your nasal, and it is when it's moving, right? Sometime your lungs which is going to have some disease, pneumonia. So what happened? Through the pneumonia there was a symptom. You mean the fever will going to increase, the temperature of your body is going to increase. Sometimes you may have a cough with phlegm. So that is internal problem. So when it's happened some incidents in your internal and external, what is happened? The irritabilities may be there. So our body is going to respond to that, right? Okay. Now above response is due to adaptation of the body according to the changes external and internal environment, right? Adaptation, our body adapted to that incident, right? Here see above the response, adaptation of our body according to the changes of the external and internal environment. Changes of the external and environment, right? Sometimes say when you see the thunder or lightning, sorry, when you hear the lightning, when you see the lightning, what happened? You may going to close your ear suddenly. You may close your ear suddenly because that is external changes. Sometimes if you eat something is the poisonic substance food, right? Sometimes the spoilage food, what happened? Your body, it is not good, thinking that is not good, or sometimes you may have a disease, therefore you may have a vomiting or stomach pain or diarrhea. So otherwise your body can't keep it in a good condition. So your body is going to adapt it for the external and internal changes. That is called coordination. So sometimes they can ask the question, what is coordination? So what is coordination? You may write the definition in dark letters. You must understand that. The changes that takes place in the external environment which is detectable by the sensory organ is called stimulus, right? Say, I already said it to you, what is the changes, right, that take place in external environment, which is the changes, the change that takes place in the external environment which is detectable sensory organ which is called stimulus. Say, when you see the lightning, right, the changes of the environment, your environment is going to change because initially you don't have lightning, now you may see the lightning. When you see the lightning, the changes of the environment, it can be received by your organ. So when it's received that function, that is going to stimulate your eyes. So therefore, the changes that takes place in external environment which is detectable by the sensory organ is called stimulus. The organ that can be detect the stimuli are called sensory organs. So this is stimulus is outside, stimulus, the stimuli as the sensory organ. So there are two part I have mentioned, right? What is the lightning, right? The lightning as a stimulus, the eye, what is stimuli and stimulus, right? Sensory organ. So examples, eye, nose, ear, tongue and skin act as sensory organ. So we can move to the next slide. Adaptation of body according to the changes of external and internal environment, that is called coordination, right? We just explained that adaptation of the body according to the changes of external and internal environment. Say sometime what is adaptation? Your body, say when you see the lightning, say quickly you are going to close your ear. Why? Your body already adapted to that. When you see the lightning, right, that is stimulus, while when it's received from the eye, the stimuli, therefore that is external changes. According to the external changes, you have adaptation. The sensory organs also help for that. Okay. The next one, the changes that take place in the external environment which is detectable by the sensory organ is called stimulus, right? The organ that can detect the stimuli are called sensory organs, that is receptors, right? Eyes, nose, tongues and skins act as sensory organs. There are 5 organs we have. Okay, next one. Complete the table using different receptors, organs and the stimuli that can be detected, right? You can understand we have a sensory organs, right? Eyes, ear, nose, tongue and skins. According to that, each and small children also, right, children's they can say the eye can see, right, nose can smell, the ear can hear and tongue can taste and the skins, it can feel, by help of the skin we can feel cool, heat, pressure, those sensors we can find out. Say sensory organ eye, light energy, yes we can see that. Yes, ear, that is sound energy, we can hear, that is we can hear that, right? This is here. And nose, smell, and tongue, taste. Tongue, taste. Skin sensors, you mean temperature and cold, and we can feel the pressure also, we can feel it. So we will move to this is a small one, everyone can understand, right? The reactions for stimulus is known as response. The response is done by effector, muscles and glands act as effectors. Say example, we already discussed about this, because here this is the leg, this leg. What happened? There was a thorn here. Initially it don't have, now the thorn is here. After the feel of pain or something, what happened? The leg is going to move it. Leg is going to move it itself quickly. We don't think it is the time. Quickly it is going to move. Why? Due to the prickles of thorn. It is quickly it is going to move. So actually what happened inside when we see the, right, when we analyze what happened inside. So that is, we have, you know, the bones, skeletal system, inside the skeletal system, and we have a special bones. There are two bones, find it, okay, one and another one also there, right? There are two bones here. Anyway, after that here the special small part of the bones are here. But we have find out the muscles, right? We have find out the muscles. Here muscles are there. Muscles are there. So here also muscles. Not only the muscles, right? There are also nervous system, that nerves, right? There was a nerves, we have find out the nervous cells, right? Nervous system. Nervous system, nerves are there. Blood circulations are there. But in this chapter that is not necessary. Anyway, we must know that the blood circulation also there, right? Blood circulation. Anyway, here the reactions for stimulus. What is stimulus? This is stimulus. Prickle the stone. As a response, what is the response? The leg is going to move. That is response. How it is happened? Yes, help of muscles. These muscles which are going to contract itself quickly, right, through this movement. So the muscles which are help to move. So you know this is going to contract. So you may see the this shape because that is contracting. Through the contract of that, what happened? The leg is going to move. That is the response. So the reactions for stimulus means the prickle the thorn is known as response. The response is done by effectors. What is effectors? Effector is the muscles. Effector, we have find out that effector is muscles. Effector is muscles. Muscle is the effector because he is helped to move that muscles, right? Those are the muscles which are helped to move it. Muscles and glands act as effector. We will study later the gland, right? Sometimes the gland also giving the response to that, right? Recall the incident about the thorn pricks that due to the thorn prick on the leg is the stimulus, right? We already studied. What is stimulus, right? That is prickle the thorn, that is here, stimulus. The receptors of the stimulus is the skin. What is the receptors? Receptor means receiving that one. So that is skin. Skin as the receptor. Sorry, skin as the receptor of the stimulus in the skin. Taking the food away in the response to that stimulus. Responding is done using muscles of the food, and that is effector. So what is effector? This is effector. This is effector. Okay, right. Now we can understand on this chapter. We will move to the next slide. Students must know that what is these notes getting from your textbooks. So most of the students request me to explain the textbook's notes. So according to that notes I have explained here. You can find out the notes in your textbooks also same time, right? Here for coordination, two interconnected but different systems present in the human body. The coordination, I already said it to you, what is the coordination, right? There are two systems, right? There are two systems coordinating in our body. One is nervous system, that is we call nervous system. Other one is endocrine system. Other one is endocrine system. Endo mean inside, right? Endocrine mean gland, right? Endocrine, gland stem secretions. So endocrine systems mean there are some gland in our body, say thyroxine gland and pituitary gland, pancreas, adrenal gland, so testes, ovary, those are the glands. So that gland also help to coordinate something, say our growth. Sometimes you must understand our growth should be coordinated, right? Therefore our hormones, that growth hormones, that is secreting in our body. Otherwise we will continuously go to grow. So that is going to control certain, after the certain height it should be controlled. The level of glucose in our blood, that also going to control in our body. How? The secretion of insulin hormones. So that is happened inside of the body, and the stimulating or secreting also inside. So therefore we are considering the endocrine system. But external one, so when I see the lightning, so I am going to close my ear. How? That is external changes, stimulus. So that kind of systems, mostly that kind of systems controlled by our nervous system, right? That is central nervous system. We will study the classification. So there are two systems controlling our coordination. What are they? That is nervous system. The coordination, they explain that here. The coordination done by nervous systems is called nervous coordination. Impulse mean the incident, like, right? Impulse transmit through nerves, right? Impulse transmit through the nerves. Sometimes you can understand here, say when I touch hot water, right? When I touch hot water, say this is hot water, right? Hot water, right? This is my hand, right? This is my hand. Okay, what happened? We have a nervous system. We have a nervous system, right? Through the nervous system, these are nervous cells, which is going to the nervous, say brain or spinal or something, right? right? After that, what happened? It is going to give the message again. Yeah, you take from the hot glass of water. So suddenly what happened? You are going to take away, you are going to take away your finger suddenly, right? So this is controlling by what? Nervous system, that is nerves. So nerves are important. So these are the nerves. So the second one, endocrine systems. Endocrine systems mean endocrine, that is internal one. So our body, we will study later briefly. Our body, it has a gland, right? Say thymus gland and pancreas gland, right? And sometimes adrenal gland and ovary or testes. So those are the gland in our body which are secreting the substance into the blood, right? Into the blood. They secrete the substance, say thyroid gland secreting thyroxine hormone, right? That is releasing into the blood. So blood is carried through the to the body, another part of the bodies. Anyway, the coordinations by endocrine system is called chemical coordination. The initial one is electrochemical reaction, that is little bit electricity, light. But here this is completely the chemical coordination, the chemical substance which are help to coordinating some activities of our body. Okay, now we will move to the next slide. Nervous coordination, right? Nervous coordination. Due to an electrochemical changes in the nerves, impulses are transmitted through the nerves. Proper coordination is maintained between the receptors and the effectors. The structural unit of the nervous system is the neuron. Sensory neuron, motor neuron, interneuron. So how it is happened? Say through the example I will explain that. Say this is human body, right? This head, and we have systems, right? Now I am going to confuse on this. What is this? Is leg, right? This is the, say, nervous system, right? That nervous system, the brain. I have explained. This is brain, the part of this, and another one is called spine, right? This is called spine. Spine is here, and whole the body, the branch of the nervous system. So many nervous system. So right, uncountable numbers of nervous system in our body. This is nervous cells. This is nervous cells. Each and everywhere you can find out. We have a sensory feeling, sense, so many sense. Here these also the another nervous cells. So many nervous cells in our body. Here, when previous one, when some thorns prickle in our food, what happened? The sensory neurons here, the sensory neurons, which is going to carry the impulse. Impulse means just the thorn is going to prickle on the skin. That is the impulse. Right? What happened? That incidence, that is impulse. That impulse carried through the sensory nerves. After that, that is reached to the where the nervous brain or sometime the spinal. After that, that response message, the response message should be carried again. That is for response message. What happened when we prickle prickle thorns, the message should be send it to the muscles. Message should be sent it to the muscles. So the muscles receive that. Therefore, the motor neurons, that is going to respond to the movement of the body, the motor neuron. The motor neuron is there. Where? Motor neuron. This is from the spine or something. The motor neuron is come to reach to the muscles. So sometime we have find out into the brain, that is interneurons between the sensory nerve neurons and the motor neurons. So here we have find out the neurons, that is what is interneurons. We will study briefly later. Anyway, you should understand what are the three nerves mainly functioning in this one, right? The structural unit of the nervous system is the neuron, sensory neuron, motor neuron and interneuron. Here you should know, the students, right? There are three neurons, right? Three neurons, three nerves or neurons important to respond to the activities of when you take your legs, right? What is that? When thorn prickle your skin, the sense, it should be carried through the sensory nerves. And another nerves, that is called interneurons, right? Between the sensory nerves and the motor neurons. After that, what happened? My leg is going to take quickly. So that will going to move. So motor. So the motor neurons is carried the message to take the leg from the floor or thorn. So suddenly, so that is motor neurons. There are three neurons involved in this action. Okay, the next one. Next slide. Nervous systems, it can classify central nervous system. Nervous system, it can classify central nervous system. Say central nervous systems, it is mainly in the main part of the central nervous system is in the scalp. Actually, we can find out that what is the scalp or head, right? We can find out the scalp, right? Inside, we have find out the brain. That means we will study the brain. This is called brain. The brain have cerebellum, and cerebellum and medulla oblongata. What is that? Cerebellum, mainly the cerebellum indicate in, I will indicate like cerebellum, most big part of the brain, that is cerebellum. The small part of the, here we have find out, that is cerebellum. Medulla oblongata also behind the cerebellum, that is medulla oblongata. After that we have find the cord, right? That is cord called this one, spinal cord. So that is spinal cord. When we consider the brain, right? When we consider the brain, that is these three parts, right? What are they? The cerebellum and medulla oblongata. Those three part of the nervous system, central nervous system is called brain, and another external one from the skull, that is spinal cord. So now we can understand the central nervous system. And another nervous system, that is peripheral nervous system, that is automatically it can control itself. So that is we can't make it some most of these activities in our right. So this is automatically which is cranial nerves, right? That another one is spinal nerves. Cranial nerves mean, cranium mean, you know, the cranium means skull. Another name is cranium is skull, right? So these muscles, these nerves are these 12 pairs of nerves, 12 pairs of nerves coming from the cranial. Then spinal nerves, you know the spinal nerves, what is the spine cord. After this we have find out the spinal cord, this one. So we have find out about 31 pairs of nerves. These nerves are here, and this is the cranial nerves. Directly it's coming from the cranium. Anyway, we have find out the nervous system, right? Next one. Central nervous system. Brain and spinal cord belong to the central nervous system. We already studied that. Brain and spine, right? Brain and spinal cord belong to the central nervous system. Skull provides protection, vertebral column provides protection, brain and spinal cord are covered by meninges. Special fluid found within the cavity of the brain, and between meninges it is known as cerebral spinal fluid. So I would like to draw something for you that, right, that is, say so the skull. So the brain, we will draw the brain here. This is brain. Cerebellum, and medulla oblongata, and spine. This is going there. But we have find out 3 meninges. Meninges mean membranes, which is covered, completely covered by the, here one is covered, just membrane, one membrane here, until to here, the brain to end of the spinal cord, So this is covered. Not only one membrane, meninges one, not only that. There are 3 membrane have find out. There are 3 membrane. The mid one is supply the response to supply the blood to the brain. Anyway, there are 3 meninges. Another membrane also there. So we should find out that another membrane. So there are 3 membrane, that meninges covered the brain, and we have find out between the membrane, we have find out the fluid, like a liquid substance. We have find out the liquid substance between these. Why? When it's have a liquid substance, what happened? We can protect from something. So the liquids and meninges help to some advantages. Say example, here this covered, they say covered meninges. This is meninges. And special fluid, cerebrospinal fluid, from cerebral brain to until to end of the spinal cord. Cerebral fluid, that is cerebral fluid also between the membrane, the liquid. So sometime say the football, this is football, when it's come and sometime you may kick the football, sometime shock, any shock, right? When it's come quickly, when it's going to shock or hit your head, it don't want effect because due to the spinal fluid, the cerebrospinal fluid or the membrane also there, and you know the very hardest skeletal, that is head, right, that skull, that is very hardest and heavyless, mostly when you compare with other bones that also have some heavyless bone and very hard. So the cranium, that skull also protect the brain. So we can understand the brain, that means the cerebellum and medulla oblongata. Those one mainly covered by the skull and the meninges and the cerebrospinal fluid. So those are the three things we have find out from the shock or the sometimes infections. Sometimes you know the brain fever. So the germs, right, germs can't affect directly to the brain. Easily it can't go there because so many barriers, the meninges and the liquids also there. Here this is functions of cerebrospinal fluid. They are mentioned support to bouncy to the brain, the spinal cord, and absorption of shock and jars, protection against the microbial infections, protect from the temperature fluctuation. Sometimes your body temperature is going to increase, but it don't want get. I can remember this time also, we will study later, but you know in our mother's uterus, when we be here, what happened? This also covered by some membranes. When we keep into the uterus, this also covered by the membranes. And this also filled by some liquids. You know, I can remember the questions they have asked, you have to compare with the uterus and the skull, the brain. So the baby is here, right, and fetus, and the umbilical is here, the baby is here, but here also they can covered by the membranes. Not only like this, say we can remember in our heart, right, our heart also, what happened? Mainly it has covered by the membrane. It has covered by the membrane. Between the membrane, we have find out the liquid because the functions are same. When we get the shock or the infections or the temperature, so they can protect by these things. So students, you can understand what is there are brain and the uterus in the baby and the heart also have carried these functions. So today what just I explained the nervous system introduction, how to classify the nervous system, central nervous system and the cerebral nervous system, and we have just the central nervous systems covered by these. So we will move to the next one. Let's time is not finished, okay. We will go to the next slide. Yeah, the brain is protected by the cranium and surrounded by three linings called meninges. We already studied that. It's called meninges, right? Here, three lining called meninges. Three line is there, right? Meninges. The brain is about 1/50 of the body weight, right? 1/50 of the body weight. So, if your body kilogram body weight is 50 kilogram, your brain is 1 kilogram, right? Say the body weight, there are about 100 billions of neurons, neurologists, cells are present. The neurons mean in our body we have neurons, and the histological part there are neurologists. Neurogelia, this is find out in the brain, cells present in the brains. Okay students, today just introduction the nervous systems. What is the nervous system? That coordination, there are two division, the coordination, the nervous systems and endocrine systems. The nervous system also classified in the central nervous system and nervous system. The central nervous systems, right, is mainly part of the brain. So today we discuss the brain and how to protect from the environment. Okay, thank you very much students. We will meet next class.